Hi, and welcome to my weekday devotional for Monday, the 31st of July. And our reading is from Galatians chapter 5 and verses 10 and 11. As for you, I have confidence in the Lord that you will have no other understanding. However, the one causing you trouble, whoever he might be, will bear the judgment. But brothers, if I still preach circumcision, why am I still being persecuted, since the offence of the cross has been annulled? Paul stated that it was illogical for the Judaizers within the church in Galatia to continue to persecute him if he was still teaching that it was necessary for all new believers in Jesus to be circumcised. Paul may have been trying to address a situation that he had earlier faced in his ministry. In the book of Acts chapter 15, we read that there was a division in the church about whether or not Gentile converts to Jesus needed to be circumcised. In verse 15, we read these words, "But then some of the men who had been Pharisees before their conversion stood up and declared that all Gentile converts must be circumcised and be required to follow the law of Moses." This caused a major debate, resulting in the decision that Gentile converts to Jesus should not be required to be circumcised. However, Paul appears to have bowed to this pressure in regard to Timothy, who had obviously not been circumcised, and that is in chapter 16. In deference to the Jews, Paul arranged for Timothy to be circumcised. It may be that this action of Paul could have been understood by some Judaizers as Paul preaching the requirement of Gentiles needing to be circumcised. Paul's argument was that if he was still preaching circumcision, why was he being persecuted? And the other part of his argument was that if he was still proclaiming the need for all to be circumcised, then it meant that there was no need for Jesus to have died on the cross. If you could be saved through being circumcised, it meant that the death of Jesus on the cross was unnecessary. Those who are against the gospel of Jesus will twist whatever we preach and seek to persecute the preachers of the true gospel. Have a blessed day.